Okay. Does anyone particularly remember kind of what happened last time and kind of want to give an idea? Or people could just kind of throw in kind of stuff that happens of significant interest.
I was the guinea pig and went in a room, and then everybody else just kind of like,
Kind of followed
I
after.
think that we left the wormhole and then decided to start going down the actual shaft itself. We broke open a couple of planks and then started heading down that way.
Okay. I don't remember if we had any combat last time. Do you remember? Like y'all fought any?
Trying to think of.
Yeah. Yeah, we came to that room with all the little workers
Oh, that's right.
and the commander who was standing on top of a
Right.
barrel seeming to direct the action.
That's right.
Yeah.
You managed to obtain a piece of rolled up paper and a diamond pickaxe. You know, the stick is made out of wood, the handle, but the pick itself is one complete diamond. And it's probably worth a pretty penny. Okay.
Probably not so good at chopping rocks, but worth a lot.
Or maybe it's extra good at chopping rocks because it's diamond.
Oh.
I don't know.
Yeah.
Yeah, you defeated all of the undead dwarves that seem to be the original inhabitants of the mine, and something caused them to die and become reanimated and continue about their mining business. You're not quite sure what, but there was 3 doors kind of leading out of the room, and they're all covered up by a door. And perhaps you picked the right door, perhaps you picked the wrong door. Nonetheless, going through the middle door teleported you to another part of the mine, you think, just based on the smells and the sounds. Maybe you're on the other side of the world, but probably not.
Yeah.
All right.
Who knows?
Where we last left off, you kind of find yourself kind of like in this cul-de-sac of sorts, and you see looks like a junction kind of at the mine. You see the base of a mine shaft kind of up ahead into the ceiling, and it's braced with rotten wooden beams and strewn with rubble. Here you see the wooden handles of old picks and shovels, but the metal parts are missing. All right, and scene.
Oh.
The metal parts were chewed off or removed.
You can go ahead and give me an investigation check if you would like. You're not quite sure, it doesn't seem like the wood has been touched at all, and it seems like the screw that normally bolts the shaft to the metal plate of the shovel is gone as well, and you just see like a hole in the shaft where that bolt would have been, and so either something removed it very carefully and gingerly, or something happened. You're not quite sure what, but it was like a delicate process.
Wow. Is this square next to the 22, is that supposed to represent anything in the real world, or is it just an artifact of the...
That is the base of the mine shaft, which heads upward. So you suspect you're probably on the lower levels of this mine here, this mines of madness.
Oh, okay, so it's like I look up and there's a big hole that leads upwards.
Yeah, and you see kind of like a wooden rope that kind of is looped down, hanging from one side of the the wooden braces of this mine shaft. You suspect that, operating this rope, winches the platform up and down.
Oh. Got it.
You also see that, you can venture further on this level of the mine, or you can head upwards if you would like. Perhaps that's where the exit is.
Well, kind of feel like we've already been at the top levels. Maybe we should plumb the depths and see what we came here to see. Oh, there was movement up in that box.
There's things we didn't get a long or a short rest, right?
I do not remember. If you
Yeah, I
used
think
your
that's
short-
right.
If you used your short rest, I imagine your hit dice would be lower, and your things that recharge on a short rest would be recharged.
Questioning is, I didn't mark off a wild shape, and I'm trying to figure out if it was because we got a short rest after we took those guys down. Mark it off.
Yeah, I don't remember if we took one. I kind of don't think we did, but I would be open to resting now if we didn't.
I feel like we're kind of safe down in this. And nothing can sneak up on us here.
Yeah. Seems like we've kind of got a lay of this area of the shaft. We will rest here.
Okay, if you like to rest, kind of describe how you're resting. Are you just kind of getting out some gear, making a campfire of some sort, or is someone taking a snooze and someone's just kind of reading a book, or what kind of describe, paint the scene for me.
I meditate. I become one with nature so that I can get my wild shape back.
Okay.
Meditating.
You see Flickwell just sits out and he pulls out this book, and it's written in this scrawls. It looks like untidy scrawls from a distance, but as you kind of cran your neck over, you see that's very meticulous and detailed, scribings, and they seem to overlap. You could turn the book left and right and still read some of it. They kind of like overlap, and you see these symbols all over it, and he seems to be just kind of muttering to himself.
Wizard stuff. I'll just kind of pull off my backpack and start rifling through it aimlessly. Seeing what I got in there. Organizing my gear. Finding... Do I have some... I bet I have some cheese in there. I'll eat a little snack.
Flickwell also gets out... let's see here. What does he have? He gets out like some hardtack and he's just munching on it a little bit. It's like a piece of bread, if anyone's familiar with or gnomish culture, you recognize it as kind of like this unleavened bread that they're quite fond of. It's actually made with cocoa beans, so it's kind of like a chocolate bread.
Oh, weird.
Alright, so if anyone wants to roll hit dice, go for it. And when you get back on a long rest, a short rest, you get those as well.
Okay.
Alright, and let me know if everyone's kind of ready to proceed.
Characters have been.
Flickwell kind of looks up and he says, "What do you think, guys? Should we proceed further into the mine, or do you think we should head on out and cut our losses? And I don't know if I want to tangle with that purple worm again."
Go on.
What?
The purple worm.
I believe, was it you, Cantor, who managed to finish off the head dwarf? Are you the one with the diamond-tipped pickaxe and the scroll?
I think so.
He's like, do you mind if I take a look at that, or see if there's anything like useful on that piece of paper?
When I looked at it, was I able to read anything off of it, or?
Let's see here. It seems like does your character know Dwarvish at all?
So nope, gibberish to me. Looks like there's that alphabet thingy that you showed us earlier.
I see. So I think Flickwell is the only one that can read it. Let me see. Let me verify that. Flickwell. I think he can understand it. He just doesn't have it written down. So he looks at it and he says, "It looks like this is the deed to the mine. You know, I guess whoever holds it says right here at the top, whoever holds this parchment controls and owns the mineral rights there and within the mine." And it says where it says mine at the top, it's been scratched out with a pen, and written next to it, it says Mines of Madness. You know, seems like that's kind of edited in.
Oh.
He says, "So I guess you're rich now." Kind of like handing the parchment back to you, Cantor.
I wonder if I can control that big giant thing downstairs now.
You know, the power of ownership is a magic unto itself. I wouldn't be surprised if you waved that in front of its face and could command it to, you know, do whatever we wanted.
Big ass fucking door out of our way.
Oh, that would definitely be very useful. Yeah, for sure. And I wouldn't mind hiding behind that thing in a fight.
Yeah, we should go pick that back up and maybe grab that mithril armor that's down there too.
Oh yeah, that's a good idea. Do you suspect we go back the way that we came, or should we take the lift up and hopefully it connects somewhere? Bismuth, you said that you're pretty much done with the upper layer. You know, perhaps there's more to explore
Yeah.
in the lower.
Yeah, I'm game for plumbing the depths of this place.
All right. Well, I'm just a little gnome wizard guy, so if somebody wants to take the lead, I'll gladly follow. I'm just not sticking my neck out there first.
Got it.
Meat shield.
Yes, I will promptly forget my foray into this mine at the beginning and stride confidently ahead.
I would like to point out the fact that it's very weird that the wood is still there, but not the metal part. Strange.
Yes.
Well, I don't have any metal on me, so I'm not worried. That's what.
Nor am I, but there may be others that are.
Well,
Hmm.
none of us are made out of metal, so I think you're getting a little paranoid. I think the mines are getting.
Oh,
to
I
you.
look over at Bismuth. He looks very metalish.
Certainly my maul has some metal in it.
Are your scales made out of metal, Bismuth?
Well, I don't know. Are they? I don't think so.
That would be
It's different.
scary.
I'm not a doctor.
Out of character, a metal dragon being taken down by a rust monster because it eats it away would be awesome.
Wow. I'm kind of like a cold. What's it called? I think I'm the white dragon ancestry or the cold dragon.
Okay.
So yeah, not the metal dragon, if that matters.
All right. Well, who wants to take point?
Well,
Nice.
I'll start walking forward until somebody with more stealth and care stops me. But if not, I'll keep walking.
Flickwell's gonna walk right behind you.
Yeah, I'm looking left to right, but not really stopping to make a detailed perception.
Okay. Flickwell says like, "Oh, it looks like it branches here." All right. I guess here's the first decision. Straight or right?
left.
What was that about always turning? What was it? Always turning left?
Does that work when we go up and down too?
Where
And
no matter
and,
what.
and get teleported?
Sure, yeah, it works as well too. Yeah.
All right then, left it is.
Sweet.
I'll believe that. Good enough for me.
Okay. Let me see here. I need to reveal some areas. All right. Let me see if you encounter any fun things. All right. This rough-hewn tunnel junction sits at the bottom of a 60-foot mine shaft. And that's kind of that dashed line there, similar to the mine shaft that you saw previously. And lying in the western alcove, just to the left of the mine shaft, kind of right here, you spy something just kind of lying in the dirt, bismuth.
Ooh, interesting. Yeah, I think my eye is drawn to it.
You're ready,
Go
Bucko.
over. And I examine it, but don't touch it.
Okay. It
Get as
appears
close as
to
I
be,
can.
It appears to be a rotted backpack, and it seems like it's been here. It doesn't look like a mining backpack. It's probably a backpack from someone that was exploring the mine a long time ago.
Oh. Okay.
It looks like, it's been here a long time. You're not sure how crumbly it is. It looks very like a stiff breeze could tear it apart.
Okay. I'll pull out my maul and flip it around so that I'm holding the business end and kind of with the shaft of the maul. Just kind of see if it crumbles or not.
You just kind of poke it.
Yeah.
Yeah, you touch it, and it just kind of like collapses on itself.
Okay.
But other than that, nothing jumps up at you.
Okay. I'll reach in and look in there and see if there's anything inside. Pull it out.
Yeah, you stick your hand into it, and your hand brushes against something solid, something that can withstand the test of time a little bit better than a leather backpack. And you see,
Cool.
let's see here, 5 potions and a scroll. And they seem to be just covered in thick dust, so thick that you can't even see the contents of these things that you picked up.
Oh, wow.
Thank God, we have a healer.
Yes.
Healer.
I don't even know if you know a healing spell. Use one. Definitely haven't seen you use one.
Excuse me, I heard you guys the last time. Pretty sure I did.
I think so.
Oh.
Those sweet tunes. I will kind of hand them over to Flickwell. Do you know how to read through dust? What are these things?
Flickwell just kind of takes one and blows the dust off, and it creates this thick cloud of dust. I'm gonna need Luna and Cantor to give me a Constitution saving throw. I'm gonna roll one for Flickwell as well.
Good. Nope. Flickwell's not. And Luna's not. You dead.
All right. So Luna and Flickwell, you see like their nose kind of twitches a little bit and their head arcs back a little bit. Their eyes kind of like half cocked open and closed. And then both of them almost simultaneously let out this huge sneeze that kind of echoes around the caves. And it seems to go on for like a whole minute, or maybe that's just your imagination, just because of how loud it is. And it seems to just keep echoing and echoing. And everyone's just kind of stunned and looking at each other in kind of like this wide-eyed panic.
Whoa. What's with your sneezes, guys?
I think we're right in a and a junction, and the sound echoed in 3 different directions. Not to mention up.
Wow.
I don't know how safe this place is. We should get a move on. And he kind of looks down at the potion, and he kind of frowns a little bit. And he says, "There's some writing on here, but I think it's in Elvish. Does anyone speak Elvish here?"
Question. Let me look at my brain real quick. No, I guess not.
Luna? Cantor?
I can. I
Okay.
can even speak.
Okay. So he kind of hands it to you, and you read it, and you're... Flickle's careful to just wipe the dust off this time of the remaining bottles, and gives you the scroll as well, and kind of shakes out some of the dust, but very gingerly. And it seems to be 3 potions of healing, a potion of invisibility, a potion
Testing.
a potion of climbing. Hey, Rye, are you here?
Oh, did you hear me finally? Oh my gosh, I've been trying to figure out how to get my mic working for the last 10 minutes.
Oh goodness.
Oh,
Here I. Hello.
were you there the whole time?
Yeah, well, not the whole time, but I've been here for like 10 minutes and trying to talk, and no one was like. He started playing my character. I'm like, whoa, easy there, Tiger. But no one heard anything.
Well, then you heard me say, well, I guess I'll play Rye and Rye's character until he shows up.
No, I came in after that part.
No, well, it's in the recording, I swear. Okay, well, welcome back. Now I don't have to make as many decisions now for the group.
Yeah, those DM/player decisions where you're not sure how much of your knowledge to
To give away.
transfer back and forth. Yeah.
Alright, so you found 3 potions of healing, a potion of invisibility, and a potion of climbing. And it seems like that
Cool.
scroll has the word knock written on top in big letters.
Mm.
And that's what's written in the Elvish? The
Yep.
knock?
Yep. And also the names of all the potions.
Andy?
Yeah. In my bag and go, guys, this is could come in handy.
All right.
Should we all hang on to one, or what do you think, Luna? Or I guess I'm not playing Flickle anymore. And just take a step back.
Go sit in your chair.
Does Flickwill want to ask that question anyway? That's a good question.
Yeah, so what scrolls were they again? Just one quick. So I'm trying to get caught up here.
Okay, I'm
So we
gonna-
have 3 healing.
Knock.
Yeah, the scroll
Potion.
says
Build-
knock on it, and then I guess there's 3 healing potions.
Visibility potions
So-
when climbing.
Oh, okay. Hold on for just a second.
Okay.
It seems like is your computer by Windows?
By a window?
Like, are you running Windows operating system, right? Maybe his microphone. Oh, we muted it right now.
I think he might have had to step out for a brief second.
Somebody in my other game, his computer was Windows and it had a Windows update, and his microphone stopped working, so we just had to type in chat kind of what he wanted to say or do.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh. Yeah, I bet you that was... I installed a Windows update recently. It was a huge one, and it changed the way the Windows sound settings works. It just... The configuration UI for it is different, so that may have changed
that what
some
happened?
defaults for him. Yeah. If you right-click on your
I
sound
noticed.
icon,
I noticed it. It was different today. I noticed. So that was the Windows update that I just installed.
Yeah.
Huh? Thank you, Windows.
Yeah.
Where
I know.
What does it look like now? Like when you right click and go to volume mixer, or
Yeah, it's a little bit different than it used to be.
If you go to open sound settings,
I guess mine hasn't been updated then, because I still have the same volume mixer now.
What if you go to open sound settings?
Let me take a look.
Oh God, it's like all sorts of crazy
Is that where it has like the
Yeah.
playback, recording, sounds, and communications?
effects, like
Uh,
bathroom,
that's-
stone room, auditorium, arena, like
You guys looking there?
I guess
equalizer and everything. I don't think you have Windows 10 on that laptop, babe.
I guess mine hasn't updated yet. Oh boy, that's another thing to deal with. I'm still like hurting from the latest
Yeah.
Windows update.
I don't know.
But anyway, back to the game. I digress. Is your microphone working now?
Yeah, I just had my wife was barging in, so I had to go down to mute for a second.
No worries.
Yeah, so I'm the one that picked up this scroll.
Yeah. Or Bismuth picked it up, I guess, and handed it to Luna to read.
Okay.
Unless you know Elvish, I don't know. It's not on your sheet at all.
I don't think I do, actually. Does anybody know how to read it?
Yeah, Luna deciphered it for you.
I go and type what you guys were saying. I was thinking you guys should get the healing potion. Because I just want an invisible cloak. And the two other items I don't really care for.
Maybe I'll take the potion of climbing. I've never been the best climber.
Oh yeah. I could always use some healing on in the heat of combat. So
Scroll.
And Sam, go ahead and take the other potion because I can't use a potion in beast form.
Like I said, I wanted the invisibility.
Or potion of healing. You three can have the potions of healing. Doesn't do me any good when I'm in
Okay.
beast form.
So the
And the only person who can cast a spell would probably be our wizard friend.
So the potion of invisibility, the container looks empty, but it feels as though it holds liquid, which is, makes sense, I guess, ironically. And then the potion of climbing is separated in 3 different layers of brown, silver, and gray. And it seems like they're kind of representing different bands of stone, either rock, iron, and slate, or what have you. And the jostling of transferring the potion, from person to person, those layers and colors don't seem to mix at all. They seem to be 3 different densities and viscosities.
Yeah, I'm not drinking that one. That's all you, wizard buddy.
It does not look appetizing in the slightest.
And for the healing potion, is that just your basic healing?
Yes, that's a basic healing. That's 2d4 plus 2.
I'll whip out my helmet with the horns on it and the candles sticking up from it and light the candles.
Alright.
It's time to
So,
spelunk.
I probably should have done this while we were doing our short rest, but I should have let the wizard guy take a look at the pickaxe.
So the candle produces bright light in a 5-foot radius, and dim light for an additional 5 feet past that. So it's not
Okay.
the best, but it's pretty good for kind of examining the things right around you.
Okay.
Sorry, what did you say, Cantor?
Ever take a look at the diamond pickaxe?
Okay, let's see here. Go ahead and give me an investigation. Oh, wow.
Holy shit!
So you kind of take a look at this pickaxe. The shaft has like intricate carvings of scenes of like a dwarven family or a person, you're not quite sure, doing like heroic deeds. You know, it looks like someone uncovered a huge gem from the side of a mountain mine and is proclaiming it and showing it to other dwarves around them. And you see this scene of this dwarf forging what seems to be like a mighty sword. You know, the sword's bigger than the dwarf is itself. And then you see another scene on the handle of the same dwarf, and it looks like someone else is placing a crown on top of that dwarf's head. Seems like whoever this dwarf was has done some mighty things in his time. And the pick of the blade appears to be this flawless piece of diamond, and it's not your everyday diamond. You know, it's kind of got this like pinkish hue to it, like a slight pink hue, kind of like a pale pink ruby of sorts, and it catches the light. Even the dim candlelight, it seems to just pull light into it and just radiate it outwards, and all these little sparkles and small rainbows even. And you suspect that this pick is easily worth, 5,000 gold.
Damn.
You wouldn't be surprised if you could got 10,000 gold for it in the hands of a right bidder. Someone that knows the history of this pickaxe and doesn't just covet it for its diamond tip.
A usable pickaxe.
Oh, it's definitely usable. In fact, you probably suspect that you could break through stone a lot easier than a normal pickaxe can. You don't suspect that it's magic.
I have to assume, because I'm going to hit something with it.
Okay. So just me telling you, the player, it deals damage as a normal war pick would, and I don't know what a war pick does. I'm guessing like a D8 or something.
I have that D&D Beyond.
A war pick does 1d8 piercing. Alright, so I was...
Is it because it has a diamond head, not a steel head?
That's true. That's absolutely true.
Ah.
It's quite the find. You suspect even if you left now, the party easily made money.
Take my weapon away from me. I finally find something I can use.
Yeah.
Alright, let's, excuse me, carry on. 1 or 20?
Well, 21 is continuing with the left path.
I made the decision last time. You guys can choose.
Okay.
20 blocked off.
Nope, you can go that way.
Oh, okay, it just looked like it was blocked off.
Nope.
Somebody besides me lead the way, because not only am I squishy, but I've remembered I also can't see anything.
I guess I can't either, but I can see the wall in front of me.
I'm going
Well,
straight.
don't you have the candle?
Yeah. You can see for 5 to 10 feet. So I don't know where everybody is at this point, but I'm just heading on up.
Or to have produced flame, at least in my hand, so that I can see around myself.
And go away.
I wave it towards her. Yeah. Yeah, fire.
I have to go all the way to the end there before I realize it's a dead end.
I know. It's a dead end. You need to make a right.
Oh, got it. About face.
Coming, or he's just going chilling in the back.
I think he's working on his microphone.
Oh, sorry, was that for me?
Hey, there he is.
Oh, we're using the map for everything, aren't we? That's right.
Yeah. Are these steps that I'm approaching?
So
here?
used to only doing them in combat.
Those
Oh.
you see on the side of the wall are kind of like large wooden braces that have been placed against the wall to kind of hold the ceiling up. You're not sure how delicate this particular area of the mine is.
Okay. I kind of. Is the ceiling within 3 feet of my head?
The ceiling is probably about 8 feet from the ground.
Okay.
I don't know how tall you are as a big giant dragonborn character, but you could probably
Yeah.
reach up and touch it.
Okay. I kind of swing my maul up there at sort of an angle so that I hit something on the ceiling that's not directly above me.
Okay.
Just
Go-
kind of poke at it.
Go ahead and give me a
Test its-
strength roll. Are you just trying to hit it gingerly, or what's going on here?
Yeah, I'm just kind of, I guess not a full swing, but I'm kind of poking it up like a thrust maneuver at kind of a medium strength just to see how sound it seems.
Okay, you don't need a roll for that. You kind of swing your warhammer up into it, and kind of dust comes falling down from the rafters a little bit and kind of gets in your eyes. The ceiling seems secure. You know, usually dwarven mines are, unless they design them to collapse at the slightest, tremor.
Yeah.
But you don't know how long these support structures have been. Some of them appear to be rotted, similar to that mine shaft that went up.
Nice. Onward to
You
glory.
crazy
and I run across.
dragonborn! Trying to bring down the ceiling on us! Jesus!
Having a little
Scuttle
fun.
past.
So the
Down here.
the tunnel seems to curve upwards and to the left as it just kind of twists around. You suspect you've gone a whole, turned all the way around. Your sense of what's left and right, up and down, quickly fading.
So are we kind of going up or down right now?
You're going up.
Okay.
I see. I'm gonna cross over our path. Can we look down and see the path we just trod?
You cannot, actually.
Oh yeah.
It seems to be like a solid tunnel, but you suspect that you're crossing over the area that you're just walking in.
Oh.
You actually do spy a crack in the floor, and you can see down into the area that you just walked through. And you suspect that crack appeared when you struck it with your hammer, bismuth.
Oh.
No, I'm not walking on that bridge.
We'll report it to the foreman later.
I tried to jump over the crack and I totally put my foot through it.
Yep, it gets stuck a little bit. It seems to be wider at the top. The crack's probably microscopic on your end, below on the tunnel beneath it, but it seems to have widened on this overpassing tunnel, and the crack's probably like a good 6 inches wide. And Cantor, you got your foot stuck.
Hey, dwarf, are you stuck? Need some help?
A dwarf. Oh my god, babe, I know how you feel.
So can I lay down and kind of disperse my weight so I'm not putting as much weight in a single spot as I crawl across this little chasm?
You certainly can, yeah.
Certainly try.
So I'm gonna kind of like you would do like on ice over a frozen lake or something. I'm gonna kind of disperse my weight and kind of crawl over here and get dirt all over my nice outfit.
You kind of get past the cracked area, and you look up to the 3 remaining party members that just gingerly walked across the difficult terrain, and they kind of, I imagine them looking down at you, like worming your way across the floor.
I'm afraid of heights. Don't tell anybody.
Are you?
Do you have the climbing potion?
That's why I have the climbing potion.
All right, let's see here.
You will stick to the wall.
Okay. So you actually spy a door at the end of the hallway, and it seems to be made out of plain steel. And you don't see any handles at all.
Knock.
Knock once.
When you say that, does the scroll work?
For the
Without you
scroll-
even realizing it works?
For the scroll to work, you'd have to get it out and place your mind, like fully concentrate on the scroll itself. You certainly could use it if you would like. But
A
for
funny
that-
little
that to-
thing for him just to say knock and the door just to open and me like, I'm magical.
that-
Not realizing the scroll went off.
That'd be great.
Yeah, but also the scroll could be a one-time use. You could say that.
I'm imagining a whole concept with a character in his Esquire. His Esquire just carries scrolls around for him, and he thinks he's casting spells the whole time, but it's just scrolls.
That's a cool character concept.
That'd be awesome.
For this door. What happens when we push on it?
When you push on it, it actually opens. It just kind of swings on hidden hinges.
It's a completely flat surface on the door.
Completely.
No
flat.
markings, nothing.
You see just enough of an indication to show where the door meets the wall. It's almost imperceptible, but with getting close to it, you can actually see a faint edge. Dwarven architecture and all that.
Hey, Dwarf,
That
can
one
you read this?
door. I can.
All right.
He might be a dwarf though.
Here, beyond the door is a landing with a short flight of stone steps leading down to the floor of a circular room with smooth walls and a 20-foot high ceiling. Colored stone tiles set into the floor form an abstract pattern, and resting in the middle of the room is a brightly glowing gem as big as a fist. Lying next to it is a humanoid skeleton clad in golden chainmail, one bony hand reaching for the gem. A short sword and a shield rest nearby.
Did you say gold chainmail?
Oh, I definitely did.
My eyes just kind of light up as I see all that gold.
Look at that long dead skeleton is showing us what to do.
Pointing right at the gem.
That's just
You should do
Doesn't
like
this-
him.
Please pick up that gem for me.
Righto.
I must.
shield.
Like, I want to throw a stone at it.
Throwing a stone.
Pause right.
You don't see anything in this room. There doesn't seem to be any stones at all.
Fireball at the armor.
You're casting a fireball? Can you even cast
Not fireball, but my flame, my little produced flame, not an actual fireball.
What's the range on that spell?
Let me don't fully quote me. 60.
60. Okay, so you try to cast the gem on fire, and you see kind of fire kind of sputtering.
I'm hitting the skeleton. I'm like trying to knock his hand down or something.
Oh, okay.
Like I want to see if like he reanimates or anything.
You kind of you see like the hand catch fire a little bit, but there's nothing really to burn, and it's just like a little cantrip. It's not like magical fire or anything. You're essentially trying to ignite something from a distance, I guess. It
I
kind of
do
catches
have
on fire
a
a little
thing.
bit,
No, we're
and
not.
it kind of like sputters out. The hand doesn't really like move, or the skeleton doesn't animate or anything.
I do have mage hand.
Okay.
So how big is this gem? Because I can only carry up to 10 pounds with it. It's a small gem, right?
You're not sure. Maybe it's a magical gem that weighs 1,000,000 pounds.
Okay, is the size? What's the general size? And I'll make my own guesstimation.
The size of your fist. A human fist.
Human fist. That's a pretty big gem. I doubt that's 10 pounds.
Be tiny, so
Yeah, I'm sitting there as Cantor holding my fist up against Bismuth's fist, like, I think it's my hand, your hand, my hand.
As you're
Say
standing
the
there,
average.
as you're standing there deliberating, the stone door slowly, centimeter by centimeter, starts closing.
Do you hear it doing that?
Everyone, give me a perception, or what's everyone's passive perception? Let's do that.
Let's see.
where's my passive?
Passive is equal to 10 plus your proficiency modifier, and you get to add your wisdom modifier, and then you get to add your proficiency bonus if you're proficient in perception. It's kind of a tongue twister.
Good at math. It's right underneath your charisma.
Oh,
I think it's 11.
Oh,
10.
Okay, anyone with 12 or higher notices that the door is closing.
Alright, and what now I need to actually know the layout of this room. Where
So-
exactly is the skeleton and the thing, and how many doors are in here?
Luna actually notices that the door is closing, and Flickwell's on the other side.
come on this side now. The door is closing.
What? The door's
Come on.
closing?
Yes, come on.
So you
Let's
want me
go.
to walk into the room with the door magically shutting?
You probably have 6 seconds to figure out if you're going to go in or out.
Alright, so I quickly step in.
Can we go out that side?
Potentially.
Now?
No.
I just tried to shove on it real quick just to see if it budges.
What?
Grab the gem, throw the gem in there to stop the door from shutting.
What's? Sorry. Explain what's going on.
Is the door already closed at this point?
The door is closed at this point. You push on it, and it doesn't seem to want to open at all.
Okay.
Is that open?
You can't see a door on the other side. It just seems to be like a flight of stairs that kind of go up to a landing, and you suspect that there's a door there, similar to the landing and stairs that you're on this side.
Maybe they just cross and just go. Bismuth, you first.
All right.
And the skeleton is kind of over here.
The skeleton,
I rolled 20,
kind
it's
of
really
like-
acting up tonight.
the skeleton's about right here, and he seems to be
Okay.
reaching up for this gem, which seems to be on a pedestal. You know, at waist height. And it just.
Well, I suggest we do not take the gem until we're on the other side of the room. Given that these doors
Okay.
magically shut.
Yeah.
We've all been in this situation before. We know what happens when we grab the gem.
You mentioned
do?
a shield earlier. Is that in this room?
We're level 3 characters. Of course we've been in here before. We've been in situations like this aplenty.
There's 3 times.
Yeah, I guess you're right. Well. And
Shall we carry on?
is the floor covered in multicolored stones?
The floor is covered in. Let's see here.
Isn't it colored tiles?
Colored stone tiles, and they kind of form an abstract pattern. It's not like a grid or anything. It's just like a bunch of strange jigsaw puzzles. No 2 stones have the same shape or color.
Okay.
Run and hope for best.
Say that again. I'm sorry.
Group. Shall we run for it? Hope for the best.
I could tie a rope to myself and walk across slowly, and if something bad happens, you reel me in.
I mean,
maybe I should, or the smaller people should be on the rope. and cross over.
Oh,
It's easier.
it's true. I'm a much better reeler than I am a reelee.
Again, I can like go over there without ever touching the floor.
And
Oh.
Well, so can
I
I.
mean, you people have seen this before.
I've seen a big spider. I've not seen you transform into a spider. I just seen a big spider. So therefore, we need a big spider.
Yeah, we need to find that spider again. He was cool.
I hate
Wonder
you.
where he
all.
went.
Is the door on the other side of the room open?
It is not. You don't even see a door from this distance. You suspect it's there just based on the geometry and symmetry of the room.
I don't know.
Spidey. Mr. Spidey, let's go.
I will go spider form.
Okay.
Whoops. What am I rolling here?
Excuse me?
Just trying to nail my hit points before you go killing me. Teen.
Was that a hit die or what was the 2d8?
Yeah, that's my Spidey hit die. It's 13.
Oh, 13. Okay.
I'm going to climb on the ceiling, skirty, all the way over to the thing, and then, like, kind of use a web and come down on top of the gem.
Okay. I don't know if your spider has webs, but we will say that it does because that's cool.
I have it as an attack, but I'm assuming, like, all wolf spiders have webs.
I think magical wolf spiders do.
I can web walk. I have web sense.
Yeah,
Wolf spiders do
I
not.
blind
think
sight.
so.
Wolf spiders don't.
Wolf spiders do not spin webs.
Yep. But we'll say, we'll say for the purpose of this one shot, that's not continuing. I don't care that much, and we're gonna go with the rule of cool, and say that you do.
Yes.
Go ahead and give me a
Nice.
Go ahead and give me a perception check using your spider stats. I think right. That's how it works.
Go off your wisdom.
So,
So, because when I transform, I only take the things of strength, dex, and con. My intelligence and my wisdom stay the same.
Oh, okay. Then use your same wisdom. So just roll a regular perception.
Fortunately, they don't make you as dumb as a dog when you turn into one.
oh yeah. Good point.
There we are.
All right. You don't see anything out of the ordinary. As you
Perfectly normal gem.
you kind of descend down from the ceiling, and you, with your spider hands, try to snag the gem. But your spidery hands just go right through it.
I start laughing.
Spiders can climb, but they can't grab.
What about with my teeth?
You descend a little bit, hanging from your spider thread, and with your spidery mandibles, you try to snag the gem, and your mandibles just go right through it, kind of clench down on themselves.
I'm gonna yell down to the spider as if I'm talking to something that has the intelligence of a spider and say, "It's an illusion."
What if I go from underneath of it and put it on my head and try to come back up?
Okay, so getting on top of the pedestal, kind of describe to me what you're doing here.
I'm just trying to work my way, like my claws underneath of the gem to pick it up. Like maybe because I was trying to come from above, I couldn't get it. So maybe if I go from below it, it won't disappear.
Okay, as you kind of go from below, you brush the stone pedestal, and the stone pedestal shudders a little bit. It kind of sinks into the ground. The gems kind of levitating in the air. Your spidery mandibles desperately trying to snag it, but you're just passing through it, as if it were a hologram. The light from this gem is actually pretty intense at this distance, it kind of hurts your spidery eyes. You're more used to the dark and quiet. And the pedestal is kind of like halfway sunken into the ground at this point.
Can't speak though, but I go back up to the ceiling.
Okay. You go up to the ceiling just as the pedestal sinks down into the ground, and at the ceiling, you actually notice that there's a bunch of little small holes in the ceiling. And the reason you notice this is because there's something coming out of these holes right now. You see small little spikes are sliding out of the holes right now. And some of them actually kind of push up against your spidery legs, but you kind of move out of the way so that you're not stepping on any of these spikes.
Flickwell face palms.
Oh, this should be fun, guys.
As you facepalm, the gravity just switches, and everyone flies upwards into the ceiling. And everyone must roll me a dexterity saving throw.
Whoa!
Except for the spider.
Nice thinking.
This campaign. That's why we're playing it.
Yeah.
Don't ask me why they did it twice.
Alright. So Luna actually succeeded. But Flickwell and Bismuth, however, you take 5 damage from flying up and striking the ceiling, and 4 points of piercing damage from the spikes, for a total of 9. Luna, you just take 5 damage.
Ouch.
Hold on 1 second. Do you think maybe danger sense might apply in this situation? At second level, you gain an uncanny sense of when things nearby should be giving you an edge when you dodge away from danger. You have advantage on dex saving throws against effects that you can see.
I will say yes, this applies, because that is cool, and your character can do cool things. So right before the gravity shifts, you actually spy the spikes coming out of the ceiling, and your body tenses up and instinctively flips when gravity shifts. So go ahead and roll dexterity save one more time.
Cool.
So you like your own spidey sense.
Yeah, I do. Spider-Man sense.
Unfortunately, your spidey sense is still not quite honed, and you unfortunately still take the full damage amount.
Okay.
Okay.
I'm still just wearing a helmet with candles on it.
Yeah. Flickwell and Bismuth, you hit the spikes in a prone position, punctured probably a dozen different places, no more than like an inch deep into your flesh. Hopefully, thank goodness it missed all your vital organs and eyeballs and things like that.
Oh boy, here we are now. What has happened?
Are these spikes still coming out?
The spikes are still sticking out, yes, and the skeleton...
I mean, are they coming out farther, or are they kind of at their maximum?
They're at their maximum, probably like an inch from the ceiling, and the skeleton in the chainmail flies up towards the ceiling and almost strikes Cantor in a spider form. And it makes this loud clanging noise that hits the ceiling, and its bones scatter across the ceiling. The gem doesn't move at all, and the platform on the ground is still sunken into the ground.
Well, I'm gonna stand up and dust myself off.
Whew.
That's
What a
fun,
ride.
you guys.
Sorry, say that again? I missed that.
Saying that was fun.
Yeah.
Is anyone doing anything?
Clean up and looking at the group like, shall we carry on?
Yeah. Guess we failed this room.
I think I need to go get that golden chainmail.
So we need to get the pedestal back up.
Yep.
Walk around to the pedestal and tap it.
Okay. So you're kind of walking across the ceiling, down the walls, and kind of hanging from the floor, because gravity's still shifted, and you're tapping the pedestal, no change. Just then, gravity shifts again, and no save on this. Everyone on the ceiling takes 8 bludgeoning damage as they fall to the ground.
You all should totally follow the spider.
Ugh.
And you hear this ticking noise, just kind of like, and you see the pedestal rising up from the ground, meeting where the gem is.
Oh, I'm unconscious on what once was the ground and is now again the ground.
Flickwill hits the ground with this sickening crunch, and you see his arm sticking out at a weird angle, 90 degrees across the forearm, and he is out cold. You hear the pedestal ticking as it's slowly ascending up to the top. You have maybe 20 seconds to act.
Open.
Yikes. Like, well, come back to us, man. Do we have a doctor in the room?
For Flickwell. Does that help?
Like, well, this is no time to
2 healing.
sleep.
Flickwell, your eyes flutter open. Your arm is still stuck at a strange angle, and it doesn't quite hurt, but you suspect that's due to shock. And your eyes flicker open, regaining consciousness. You're still lying at a strange angle on the ground, in a pool of your own blood, and a few teeth, actually.
I lost teeth.
Yep.
You didn't have that many to begin with.
Just move by one.
The pedestal
Oh,
is
fine.
probably halfway up to its maximum position at this point.
All right, well, I'm gonna walk to the other
It's
side. If
open.
everybody else is gonna sit here and go bounce up and down, I'm gonna go over here and check this freaking door.
As you push on the door, it swings open as easily as if it was made of, weighs nothing.
Woo!
Come on, let's go.
Well,
I'm
yeah.
gonna step through here, get out of this room of doom.
Okay.
Me too.
Everyone steps out of the room.
Grabbing
Yeah.
the armor. Can I grab the armor as a spider?
Probably not as a spider.
Signal to help.
Well, is that the gold one I grabbed?
Okay, there's probably
Armor,
10
okay.
seconds left before the pedestal's up to its maximum height.
And he grabbed it. So we're good.
Somebody grabbed it.
I grabbed the golden chainmail when we were on the floor of the spiky, what once was the ceiling.
Okay, it's got like a rib cage in it. As you kind of grab it, the skeleton kind of came apart when it hit the ceiling. It still's got like a rib cage stuck in it and some cobwebs. But you managed to grab it just as the pedestal
Had the shield?
reached the maximum height. Yeah, you grabbed the shield, absolutely.
Dude, look at this! I found a golden chainmail that came with these ribs I wanted.
Shield.
Those are some fine ribs you got there.
Right. And as you're standing there, the door starts closing as well.
I'm out. I'm already in the other room.
Okay.
That was painful.
Spidey. I'm on the ceiling.
Okay.
Spider crawl.
Just spider crawling ahead,
Spider
kind of
crawl.
spying for the rest of the group. You see kind of like artificial natural stairs in this curving circular tunnel that kind of lead upwards and kind of connect with the rest of the mine. Let me quick snag all of y'all.
How long can I spider crawl?
All right, where does a 19 connect to? So the okay, never mind. Let's see here. Where does 19? Where does 20 connect to? Wait. Oh, I'm getting all mixed up. I'm sorry.
No problem. This is a very intricate map.
Okay. So, on the other side of this door that you just came out of, you see an ornate bas-relief depicting a grinning dwarf's face. Continuing past it, you see a corkscrewing flight of rough-hewn stairs which ascend 60 feet out to Area 18.
Nice.
And okay, and everyone that stepped through, who stepped through the door first?
Did in spider form.
You did in spider form. Okay, so
Flickwell definitely wasn't far behind him.
all right, you take 1 lightning damage. You see like a bolt of lightning just kind of strike you, like a couple small ones strike you from the side of the panes of the open doorway. You see them strike this spider.
Like electricity.
Whoa.
Right now.
This is crazy.
And Cantor, you see the like kind of this scene carved onto the other side of the door.
And that's the dwarven bas-relief head.
Yep, the dwarven bas-relief head depicting a grinning dwarf's face.
Grinning dwarf. Do we recognize the dwarf?
You do. You don't even see it because it's on the other side of the door, facing south, towards Cantor's side. Everyone else is still on the stairs at this point in room 20.
Can we show Cantor and the other person's names? Because for some reason they don't display their names.
Okay, let me fix that for y'all.
I'm not seeing is yours and Luna's.
Really?
Well, let me
His health.
fix that for you. Okay, name.
There we go.
Name.
I see it now. Yep.
I think I just missed some of y'all's. There we go.
Well,
Buddy wizard and dragon guy.
Okay, so I'm gonna back up everybody. Everyone's still kind of on the landing, except for Cantor that just came through the door.
In history, have I ever seen that picture before?
With that history, you have not. To you, it just seems like a generic dwarf. They all kind of look alike, especially in their carvings of themselves.
Hey, Flickwell, you know dwarves and stuff. Oh, never mind. Being because I'm clueless.
I do know dwarvish, so I must have had some dealings with dwarves in my past, so it would make sense to do a history check.
The door starts
But I don't-
closing slowly. You probably have
See
like a
it.
minute before the door closes all the way.
And you said I saw him get shocked by the electricity,
You did indeed.
so I'm going to suggest someone else go first. Bismuth.
Went ahead.
Luna, you just straight through the door. Is that what happened, Luna?
Yeah.
Okay, you get struck for 4 points of lightning damage.
I'm kind of limping at this point, so I'm assuming I'm going to go unconscious as soon as I step through this door. So I'm going to suggest Bismuth go and then catch me as I fall down.
How about I'll take you in my arms and I will absorb the terrible, terrible white light.
Unless we have a bunch of metal, we could just create like a grounding rod that goes from one end of the bar to the other end of the door frame.
Well, I've got some metal on my maul.
The door's
I've got a
probably
crowbar.
halfway closed.
How do we do this science?
Shove it in there! So just shove it in there and create an arc. Ground the two sides of the doors against each other.
Using what?
His
Crowbar?
maul.
His crowbar. The crowbar doesn't reach from one side to the other.
Oh,
The door's
screw
probably
it. Carry me through.
a fourth of the way through.
Okay, scoop Flickwell up and try to shield him and walk through.
Okay, so you shield him. You take the brunt of the lightning damage. You take. Bismuth, go ahead and roll me a d5.
Interesting.
Those don't exist, but online they do.
Nice, yeah.
So you shield him for. Let's see here. You shield him for 3 points of lightning damage.
So I'm doing my best
Cool.
Whitney Houston, kind of sitting in his arms, holding onto his shoulder.
Some of the lightning
I've got you, Mr. Fizzglitch.
manages to sneak through though. And Bismuth, you think you got him through? Then you kind of look down and you see like this sizzling, charred, unconscious gnome.
My long hair from my whiskers, from my mustache, are singed and smoking.
Oh, absolutely.
Point to the
Fizzglitch?
fact that he has a healing potion on his pouch.
That Flickwell does? Or that I do?
Well, you do too, but Flickwell has one.
Yeah. Right.
Oh, you might be right.
And how much damage did I take?
You took 3 and Flickwell took 2.
Okay.
And
do have a
administer Flickwell's potion to him, giving him 2d4 plus 2 to bring him back to life.
Okay, go ahead.
I
and roll
can't
that
give-
Cantor.
Give it to him. I'm a spider. I'm pointing to the bottle, trying to get somebody to do it for me.
What is it? What is it, lad?
Little Timmy fell
What are you
down a
trying
well.
to tell us?
Oh God! Seriously, guys. Just... I try to pick it
What
up
are you
with 2 of my
trying
legs, and I'm trying to put it in.
You pick up this. You pick up the potion, but you're struggling with the cork.
What's he trying to tell us?
I feel like
You're making...
everybody's just
Lance!
fucking around with him, even though Flickwell's like unconscious and sizzling.
He should be making his death saves by now too. So like,
Yeah, Flickwell, go ahead and give me a death save. You can whisper,
Guys, it's on your
whisper it to
fault.
me.
Well, gosh, I don't know what this crazy spider's trying to tell us, but Flickwell needs help. I'm going to feed the healing potion to him.
All right. Flickwell smells like ozone.
So did someone finally administer me something?
Yeah, I decided that it would be a good idea without any input whatsoever from the party to heal you with a potion, so I did.
Perhaps you use your own potion or Flickwell's potion.
probably Flick Will's.
Wait. So you're rummaging around in my bag, looking for my gear to bring me back to life?
I guess so. Whatever that crazy spider found, and whatever he was monkeying around with.
For all I've done for you. So was it 2d4 what?
2d4 plus 2.
I'm
My
gonna
dog
have
needs
one of
water. I'll
those
be right
too.
back.
All right.
I'm gonna go get something to drink. I'll be back as well.
I think that's a good idea.
Okay.
All right.
All right.
Got me some bourbon warmed up in the microwave, which pairs well with ketchup and chicken nuggets.
Would never
Nice.
guess that.
Yeah.
All right. So everyone's on the other side of this zappy door.
Oof. That was rough.
But you got some sweet golden armor.
Oh yeah.
And some cool ribs.
That one's some ribs.
This wizard's like weird stuff.
Sorcerer.
Oh. Yeah.
Demon.
Yeah, so the ribs
I
are
like to
still,
think.
the whole rib cage are still inside this set of chainmail.
I'm good with that. Pick it out later.
Moving on up.
Okay, everyone's going up. Let me copy paste. Everybody. Okay, let's see here. All right. One square equals 10 feet, FYI.
Oh.
I don't think it's that big a deal, but yep.
Okay.
What is my speed? 40. 4 squares.
You say each square is 10 feet?
That's what it says on the map. And I think I lined up the grids to match the squares on the map fairly well.
Hmm.
We'll just ignore it and say that each grid is 5 feet.
Okay.
Minds of Madness.
You can also scale the minis to be 5 feet if you want to use those as 10 feet.
Oh, I suppose we could.
I did that on the last one that we did.
Okay. I'll quick do that while y'all talk about strategy.
Oh, cool. We're shrinking.
Or the mine's getting bigger. Who knows?
This
It's all relative.
place is crazy.
Nice.
Tiny guys are the biggest now.
They are. Oh.
Cantor is just looming over the other three. In his spider form. You know, he could gobble them all up very easily.
Oh my.
Alright, so the natural stone stairs spiral upwards and kind of continue down, twist to the left a little bit.
And we're heading up north.
Yeah.
So it goes. Okay, I see. Let's see where we're at.
Okay, let's see here. The walls of this circular chamber are painted with murals of marching dwarf miners. The dwarves continue their march down a curved staircase hewn from solid rock. Standing at the top of the stairs, facing north, is a life-size statue of a grinning dwarf, his right hand outstretched as though ready to shake your hand.
Wait a minute. Is this the same dwarf's face that we saw on the door up above?
It seems to be.
Alright, so there's a puzzle here.
Hmm.
So
That
it's
door
probably-
that
it's
had.
probably like thereabouts. You kind of walked past it, but you didn't know it was there until I told you.
Hmm. Okay.
So as I'm walking past this thing, I recognize this dwarf as the one that was on the door, and I'm like, I grab the rest of the guys and say, wait a minute. Something is amiss here. This dwarf appears to be the same one as we saw above, and we know the door is up above is trapped. I wonder if we can discern some sort of pattern from these facial images.
Hmm. A closer look.
Should we roll insight or something, or intelligence, or
You probably roll insight or investigation. You'll probably get different results for either. Where's my drink go? Here it is. All right.
God, my roll 20 is acting up today. It's driving me nuts.
What's happening when you're clicking on it?
All kinds of stuff. Let's see.
Interesting.
Hmm.
It might have to do with updating Chrome or using Firefox versus Chrome. I know some people, I've had in other games, are having difficulty with that.
Which one does it work best on? Do you know?
I'm using Chrome right now, and it's working fine for me. I updated it not so long ago, but I've heard someone switching to Firefox and it works with them.
Maybe we'll try that.
All right, Luna, you peer at this statue, and it seems very eager to shake your hand. You know, it's got this smiling face on it. Doesn't seem to have any ill will towards you based on its eyes or its countenance.
I'm so not standing next to that statue.
Ryan, you're like a little torn, seeing as the last grinning dwarf depiction shocked the life out of you, and this seems to be the very same dwarf that was carved into that door earlier.
Go ahead and shake the hand. Screw it. I'm curious.
Okay, go ahead and roll me a D100.
Ooh, this is gonna be a good one.
She turns into a potted plant.
Yes.
Okay, and then I whispered you a thing in chat. If you could whisper something back to me, the answer.
Whisper again.
/W forward slash.
Need to whisper.
/ and then you can type in, I think you just do /W space GM and then type in what you want to say. So it kind of looks like, here, I'll type it in quotes. It looks like that.
Okay. Last part. The reason why I'm whispering.
I sent you something,
Going.
and then if you could just reply to it.
Oh, okay. Yeah, you did. I thought that was a group thing. I thought somebody else asked. Okay, never mind.
Excuse me.
Mysterious.
All right.
Sucks. It's the first time she's actually not sitting right next to me where I can just look over and be like, ha, I know everything.
Oh.
She's not at your house today?
Oh,
So the statue's mouth.
that's why I'm asking a lot of questions.
The statue's mouth opens, and go ahead and roll me a d6. The higher, the better. I'm just letting you know that.
Aim high.
That you said?
A d6. Ooh.
Yeah.
Nice.
All right. A ring of piercing resistance falls out, and I'm just going to tell you what that is. A ring falls
Whoa.
out, and
This dwarf is awesome. What?
Keep all these items when we go back to Rise game, right?
the mouth closes after the statue's mouth opens, and the ring fell out.
The ring. And
Whoa.
a wizard guy, Flickwell, hold up the ring and go, do you know anything about this?
Let me see.
So it seems common enough. You've seen stuff like that, like little magical trinkets and baubles. And with a roll of 14, you recognize this as a ring of piercing resistance.
Cool.
Is it
This
piercing?
dwarf is awesome. I want something too. I want to go and shake this guy's hand also.
Go ahead and roll me a D100.
He's handing out trinkets.
It's like a slot machine at a grocery store.
Yes. It's great.
And go ahead and roll me. Actually, just wait. Yeah, go ahead and roll me a D6 and also respond to that whisper I sent you.
Okay, let's see here. Let's see if I can find that info. Oh, yeah. Okay.
All right.
Ooh.
The dwarven statue that's smiling at you. You see the mouth move, and the eyes kind of look towards you, and it says, "Do not face the golem without the hammer or the pick." And then
Ah.
the eyes kind of shift back into place, and the mouth moves back to its grinning pose.
Cool. Did everyone hear that?
Yes, everyone heard that. Oh,
So I'm
it
assuming
says-
that Gollum
It says it
is
in
the one we've
Dwar-
encountered.
It says that in Dwarvish, so I think only Flickwell
Oh.
understood what it said.
Oh, so I understood what he said. So I kind of explained to everybody that he's talking about using a hammer and a pick when we face the golem.
I'm just gonna point that out. It said hammer or pick, just so.
Oh, hammer or?
Yeah.
Hmm.
It's not that good.
Well, we have the pick. Do we have the hammer?
I don't think so.
So
And the golem is the one we've encountered in the first session?
I'm guessing.
That was
It's the only golem we've seen so far.
be another one. And
Yeah.
maybe this guy has the hammer, so I'll shake his hand.
Yeah, this guy's
4
awesome.
hands.
You're shaking its hand.
Take both its hands.
Oh, it just has one hand outstretched. The other one's kind of like on its side, and it's kind of the statue is carved so that its arm and hand is kind of fused with its hip.
Ever in a spider form, I stand like him as I shake his hand.
Okay. Go ahead and give me a performance roll. And then also roll a D100 for me.
Ooh.
Alright, so you try very much to look like a human, kind of standing with your arm outstretched in your spider form, but it doesn't come off like very well. It's very much like a spider doing like this weird posture. It's probably all the extra legs.
It kind of creeps me out. It looks like a dead spider with its legs all curled up. I kind of turn away in horror.
Okay, let's see here. A magic mouth. The statue turns to you and the eyes look at you, and it says in Dwarvish, "The gargoyle knows the command word."
Good day to you too, sir.
Have we seen a gargoyle?
You have not.
So it only gives that one cool thing, and then spouts out a bunch of gibberish. Cool.
No more toys.
Ugh. It was fun while it lasted.
You should have rolled better.
The story of D&D.
Right. I guess I'm leading this party. Do.
Fearless spider.
Actually, does Flickwell have night vision?
I believe so.
Gnomes
Oh,
do
dark-
have dark vision, yep.
dark vision anyway.
Elf can see.
All right. You see,
I have blind sense, so nah.
do you?
No.
Oh,
2
as a
for 10
spider.
feet.
Oh, as a spider. Yeah, that means you have like echolocation, kind of. So you see a mine shaft to the left, kind of carved into the rock, and you actually see the word. You see some Dwarvish script written in kind of above the mine shaft entrance. And let's see here. I am going to share that with y'all. And just kind of speed up the process. That name says Torcha. Torch.
Was the
URCHA.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5th name that we got last time, or the first time.
Oh yeah.
This is on the door.
Name's probably
That is above. It's kind of like carved above
Like
the
an
entranceway
arch?
to the mine, into the to the mine shaft,
And it's carved into the stone.
carved into the stone.
Good old dwarves.
whoever's
One-
mine shaft that door led to was probably the name we were supposed to put in.
Loose ropes hang from rusted pulleys mounted on the roof of this otherwise empty mine shaft. Go ahead and, if you're proficient in perception, go ahead and give me one of those rolls.
I'm not.
Neither.
To see if Luna is. Control over her.
Let me take a look.
Her character in Ryan's game. Or in Ryan's game. That's
She
Ryan.
Is yes, she is. So I'm gonna head and roll that for her. Oh man. Okay.
Oops.
Doesn't see anything. Okay, you can continue the mine shaft downwards if you would like, or you can continue to the right.
Over by 17. Over top of the square at 17 or the square in front of us?
So the 17 is the mine shaft, and you see kind of above the entranceway to the mine shaft, carved above it, above the little walkway into the mine shaft, is that name. And that mine shaft descends downward into the mine.
Go down the mine shaft, or you want to keep going?
Spider, you can
Suggestions.
talk.
Oh, right. Walking.
The
I lead, haha.
The mine shaft's platform seems to be somewhere either on the bottom, on the next layer, or somewhere in the middle. You're not quite sure.
I have a feeling that might lead down to where we just came from. Good to keep going on. I guess Cantor already has.
All right, Cantor. So you actually see another mine shaft, and let's see here. Let me see. You actually see another name above the top of this mine shaft, and this one actually says Valnorn in Dwarvish. If Luna could roll me a perception check.
Just Luna, right?
Yeah, just
Oh, me?
Mm-hmm.
That's why I was not paying attention.
All right. So, as you're kind of looking at the letters and you're waiting for Flickwell to decipher them, he's just kind of looking at that, and you say, "Hey, you see like there's like a scratch kind of going over the fifth symbol there in that name, and it seems like it was deliberate."
Whoa. Oh.
There's more mine shafts.
Somebody else smarter than me has to make this realization.
Well, I'm smarter than you.
Yeah, you are.
Go see if the other ones have it scratched out too or not.
When you say other ones, what do you mean?
Other mine shafts.
Like the one that you just
1, 2,
walked by?
3. I've seen 17 and 16.
Okay. Are you going back to look at 17? Kind of describe to me what's going on here.
I'll start by going back to 17 and seeing if that one was scratched out, and then we'll go on to see if there's other ones.
So as you get close, you actually double back to 17. You know, I imagine Luna pointed this out to the rest of the group instead of just kind of like, huh, weird, and, you know, continued on. Cantor, you head back, you double back, and you're like, something doesn't feel right in your gut. And you go back to 17, and you see that there's a mark. You're not sure if it's the same mark, but it seems to be going over the fourth symbol in this dwarven word.
The letter.
See?
Fourth one.
The fourth one, yes.
16.
And then 16 was the fifth symbol. Or sorry, the third symbol. Let me double check so I don't mix you all up.
Oh, L?
Yes, the third symbol.
The L. Let's go get the rest of our letters.
Okay, Spider.
Do all my talking in Morse code. Hope everybody understands.
Wait, let me.
If we ever
I'm
stop.
Sorry, I feel like I'm just messing all up.
If we ever stop for 5 minutes or so, I'll just cast Speak with Animals.
Okay, I'm sorry. On 16, it was the fifth symbol, not the third symbol.
Oh, okay. Oh,
On Valnorn, yes. Okay. Yep, there we go. We're all good to go now.
nice.
You have another decision to make.
We'll see where the spider goes.
Oh, we're going to the right? Okay.
Like, I'm walking on the ceiling. How crumbly is the ceiling in here?
The
Should I not be doing that?
You can do whatever you want. It's your spider. Do what you want. And this
Spiders
It's gonna
do.
crumble.
Spiders
I'm
do.
not doing it.
Spider-Man does whatever a spider can, you know?
Spider pig. Spider pig.
I'm shooting webs.
That's what Spider Pig does.
So you see in this stretch to the right a similar chamber with rotten posts on either side, spaced probably every 15-20 feet. And, you know, you see a little bit of rubble on the ground, but not too much.
A plaque or anything above it?
You do not see a plaque or anything above it. So I'm just going to reveal parts of the room. Pay no attention to the hidden middle part of the room. It doesn't mean anything. I'm just throwing that out there.
Okay.
Well, what happens when we come down to the hidden middle part of this room?
I will confidently stride into this black area.
All right. What is this? 15? 15? All right. Do. Let's see here. Okay, so you actually see a small alcove, and it's kind of got like this, like, seems to be like a large stone, which seems to be blocking that particular entrance. So you can either try to squeeze around the stone or head to the right.
Okay.
Because I could try and send my crow through, but I guess that didn't work out so well last time.
You know what? I'm just gonna reveal that area. There's some arrows. You don't see them, obviously. Arrows, no.
Oh. No.
But we have no idea what that ball's gonna do.
Oh.
We'll say that.
I just watched this movie. I know what happens.
We'll say that Flickwell's smart enough to kind of put 2 and 2 together.
It's a sloping ground we're on here.
Trip it.
Let's see here.
Interesting.
I was looking forward to this trap. I knew there had to be one in some dungeon somewhere.
Yes.
Of course. Alright. Let's see here. Do. Okay, I have everything down. What would the party like to do?
Head down this way.
Okay.
WWID. What would Indy do?
Yeah.
Feel free to move your character as you would like.
Guess I'm following the spider.
The spider's moving pretty quickly, guys. I don't know if I can keep up with him.
40 feet. I can so outrun you.
Okay, we'll say that your spider transformation is probably 45 minutes through. I don't know how long it lasts at level 3. Is that
1 hour.
1 hour?
I'm gonna be falling soon.
Okay. You probably know when your hour is up, so you probably would be in a position that you wouldn't fall. Okay, stop. Everyone stop real quick. Bismuth, you don't mind moving your character back to where it just was? Luna, move your character back. Okay. I'm gonna need everyone to roll initiative.
Oh my.
Just then, you hear this rumbling sound as a large object, is released. And let's see here. Let's get some adrenaline going.
Oh my.
Dun, 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 dun.
Yes. Has to be.
I like that better. Let's see if I can find it. Does anyone know what that song was? Should I just play the theme?
Yeah, I was just finding the Indiana Jones theme song. I think the guy specifically wrote it for that movie, so.
Yeah. The classic one.
Okay, here we go. Okay, get rid of that. All right.
Close. There we go.
Oh, yeah. Oh, time for some adventure.
I just see my character running down this hallway, gripping in his hand the rib cage of a dead man with a golden chainmail draped off of it. Whiskers flying in the wind.
Clutching so tightly to this. What a weird way. You really, really want that thing, don't you?
Flickwell, you're up. What would you like to do? You hear something kind of groaning and moving behind you in the tunnel.
Is it like the wall shaking and kind of dust kind of coming down?
Absolutely.
Oh yeah. Run like hell! I'm gonna dash. Let's see, where's my speed on this thing?
Just remember that each square is 10 feet.
Okay. Oh, there it is. So 1, 2, 3, 4.
Is the measuring tape accurate?
If you double it.
I want to say no.
Oh, double it.
Kind of, if you double it. So 25 would be 50 feet, which is my dash speed.
Okay.
Because the ruler's still thinking it's 5 feet.
Hmm.
Oh, you would half it, not double it. Luna, put your character back. I see what you're doing.
You use that spacebar and go.
We'll figure that out on your turn. Cantor, did you move? Or are you still kind of figuring that out?
With the music, I'm sorry. The volume doesn't come through the headphones, which Sam and I noticed the other time. It comes through the TV for some odd reason, which I'll fix that later. Okay, so what am I doing? I hear a bunch of rumbling. I can totally feel it. And Flickwell yelled run, and I'm with him. So 80 feet.
Okay, 80 feet. Whatever it says. So you can move.
Right.
Is that 40? I'm not sure. So it's like 10,
How do you think?
20, 40, 60, 70. I think you can get to about right here. So whatever it says, half it on the measuring rule. Just because each square is 10 feet. Alright, and let's see here. Alright. And the murder ball. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, you can hear the
Looks
murder
like the
ball
Death
rolling,
Star.
rolling behind you. Luna, you could actually look back and see it heading your way. Flickwell, your turn.
Now, as I'm running, do I notice any alcoves or anything? Is it pretty much about the size of that murder ball?
About the size of the murder ball.
Okay.
Wait, didn't Flickwell go already?
Oh yeah, that's right. I had turned before. I went. Lunahan and Bismuth haven't gone yet.
Oh, you did go? Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, so Luna, your turn then.
With dash, is that it or
A dash, you can definitely do that as your action.
okay? So yeah, to run. So I'm like booking it using dash.
Okay.
Whoa, she dashed through the earth.
So the murder ball is gonna go again.
Again, huh?
4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Bismuth, go ahead and give me a dexterity saving throw.
Oh. I guess my danger sense would come into play here.
Oh, definitely.
I definitely see it.
Man, you're big. Do an athletics check. Just push that ball out of the way.
I know. Half tempted to. I almost lunged for it, but then, yeah, that's why I have such kind of start to lunge at him. Like, I'm just gonna push this thing. And then I said, oh, I'll dive out of the way, and I.
Alright. You take 22 points of damage.
Ooh. Okay.
Moved.
I moan for a little while.
Alright, Bismuth, it's your turn.
Okay. Can I run after them all?
You certainly can.
Or after the stupid murder ball and just swing my hammer at it?
Okay, go ahead and make an attack roll.
Die!
This murder ball is made of this black, obsidian material, and as your hammer strikes it, the vibrations go through your hands, and they're so intense they cause you to just drop your warhammer on the ground.
Kick the dirt and hang my head.
Alright, Cantor. Let me reveal it for you.
I dash again.
Okay.
Praying that thing doesn't smushify me into an insect at any minute. As soon as it comes near me, it will be a fly.
Okay. So the murder ball's going to go again. 2, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Alright, Flickwell and Luna. I'm going to need dexterity saves.
Boy. Oh.
Oh my
Flickwell.
goodness. Alright.
Oh.
Oh!
Flickwell is crushed.
I
against
think I'm
the side.
insta-dead.
You are insta-dead, my friends. As the
Yes?
ball rolls over you, you kind of try to squeeze yourself against the wall as much as you can. However, you pick the wrong side to squeeze against as the boulder is rolling around the outside of the track with a little bit of room left on the inside. And Luna, you just see organs and blood squirting out in both directions. And you hear this kind of pop noise. Luna, you only take 15 damage. I don't think that's enough for an insta-kill, but you are unconscious. Ryan, if you want to quick re-roll another character real quick.
You talking to me?
Yep.
Oh, probably not rolling tonight.
Roll one time. Okay, that's fine.
Does it have to be double his HP?
Mm-hmm.
I think it is double main HP, isn't it?
Oh, that is?
Let me check. I thought it was. I thought it was 15, but let me double check.
Man.
Yeah, that
Really?
is double.
Oh, jeez. I've got 40.
That's
We're level 3, right?
Was level 3, yes.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
go ahead and give me a death saving throw. You can whisper it to me if you would like.
Make a death saving throw.
So let's hear. Let me see. This is what you're gonna want to type. Cantor, you see this large boulder looming towards you, getting closer and closer.
The entire time I'm running, I'm like, why did I choose a spider that can't do webs?
One,
Ball
go ahead and give me a dexterity saving throw.
is off the snakes.
The snakes or the spiders?
Yeah. Dex of 16.
Okay. And add your proficiency bonus if you have it as your character. I'm not sure if you do or not. If you're proficient in dex. saves.
Sure, Dex. No, intelligence wisdom. Plus 3. Routine high enough?
It is. So let's
Yay!
Oof.
So you only take half of that. So that's just going to be 13 points of damage.
This is my hit points in the spider form, so as it rolls me through and I come out as a pancake, I go in as a spider pancake and out as a halfling pancake.
So the boulder continues to roll and out of sight. Okay. We are no longer in initiative order. You can proceed as normally. I guess we're still in initiative order since Luna's down.
Yeah.
Luna, go ahead and give me another death saving throw. Go ahead and whisper that to me as well. Okay. Bismuth, your turn. Bismuth, are you-
Okay.
Oh goodness, I thought you were down for a second. Your health is just such a sliver.
Yeah, just have 2 points left. I'll just walk up to Mr. Fizzglitch. Are you okay? Wait, do I even recognize that?
I think you're talking to a smear on the wall.
Oh, jeez. Okay.
My crow flies up to you and he lands on your shoulder.
Oh,
He makes a.
what was your name, Crow? Oh,
He kind of
Oh.
points his beak at the rib cage,
what are
as
you?
if he
what are
wants you to take it.
What are you telling me, little buddy? You want me to create a new master for you out of that rib cage? Okay. I will fulfill your master's wish.
Oops.
Oh, Fizzglitch,
That's
you
what I do anyway.
will not have died in vain. I'll take. Oh, Luna. Wait. Is she a smear too?
She is not so much a smear. She was on the inside of the racetrack and was only clipped. You see one leg sticking out at a strange angle, and it seems like she hit her head a little bit. You know, the boulder as it rolled past did some like abrasive slash across her face, and you see like one nose is kind of. It seems her nose like is probably broken as well. And
Oh,
She
Rough.
is kind of like bleeding from the lip a little bit. She seems like if she was tossed around, kind of got squeezed a little bit by that large boulder that rolled by.
Oof. All right. Whip out one of my healing potions and feed it to her.
Okay, go ahead, Bismuth, and roll 2d4 plus 2.
All right.
Ouch.
And
All right, Luna,
Nice.
you are healed up, and we're no longer in initiative order.
I grabbed the golden chainmail armor with the ribs in it.
You actually notice as you pick it up that there's something other than ribs also in that armor.
Oh. Interesting.
You see a small pouch, and it contains some gems. They're just kind of like different colors, you know, red and yellow. Some of them are carved, some of them are uncarved, but there's 5 gems in that small pouch. It's kind of tucked away in like a hidden compartment of that chainmail.
Hmm. Okay. Small pouch of gems. All right.
Yeah, that's a good idea, Rye.
Ooh.
What's that?
Using a character that can use armor, that could specialize in armor.
We can use that
Oh,
golden
I mean-
armor.
No, a casting character.
It's up to you. It's just a suggestion that Bismuth had,
Yeah.
or Cantor rather.
We can use that golden golden armor.
Or you can pick a character that you've never played before and get a chance at it.
Yeah, this is a good campaign to try different character types.
Alright.
You never know when you're gonna die.
Cantor, I imagine you walk back in your form, in your regular form, and you kind of see this scene of carnage.
Can't see again. I'm blind, except for my little produce flame.
Okay. I imagine you use it when you have to.
I can carry it around. I can. Oops, that's not what I want.
I imagine you're smart enough to like somehow produce it where it doesn't do damage to you.
It's
Or is that in the description, the spell description?
so yeah. So it's just a little flame in your hand that does a 10-foot radius dim light, and then if you want to, you can actually throw it.
Oh, that's cool. That's really cool.
Yeah.
I like that better than the light cantrip. Because that one actually does damage if you want it to, or it has like some utility for it. That's neat.
If you actually need
Yeah.
to burn something down, you can use it to burn something down.
Yeah.
All right. Flickwill, do you have anything on you that you think probably survived the, you know, the large boulder rolling over you? I think he's doing something.
I'm looking at my. You're looking at asking for the inventory. I don't think I have too much really. Nothing really of interest.
Okay. Nothing really made it through the carnage really.
I had a couple potions of healing, but those probably got crushed, I imagine. I do have a cloak of protection as my magical item. That's probably cloth, so it probably wouldn't get too mangled.
Yeah, you're probably right. Plus, it's magic, and I think magic things are harder to destroy. Yeah, the potions,
yeah.
you know, the liquid from the potions has already commingled with the blood everywhere.
Body actually invisible right now.
Yeah, parts
Oh.
parts of your body. Did you have the invisibility potion or the climbing potion?
Climbing potion.
Yeah. That would have been cool.
Your remnants can now climb. I guess.
Oh, I forgot to add one to my saving throw, but don't think that would have mattered at all.
Oh.
All right.
And Indiana, we're certainly no Indiana Jones. Every single one of us got actually hit by that boulder.
Yeah, I was looking to see if there's a way to avoid getting hit by the boulder, but it moves on initiative count 15 and 5, and it rolls 10,
Oh.
10 squares, so it rolls 100 feet. So that just,
Jeez.
I was like, goodness gracious, like I didn't see
Oh.
a way to like avoid it really, unless you got something
Huh.
got real clever.
Oh, geez, yeah. There's no way.
It would have been to notice it from the very beginning and actually build something so that when it got released, it couldn't come past it.
That's probably it.
Triple rod, put it right in front of it.
That would probably.
Yeah.
All right, I'm out.
Oh, it says right here at the last paragraph, the obsidian ball is too massive to be pinned in its alcove with iron spikes or primitive barricades. So you have to build something quite elaborate.
Man.
At least they cover that.
Yep. All right then. So I guess the group is proceeding now. Are they resting up here? Do you want to stay in the path of this murder ball?
I don't think it can come back up.
Yeah.
Nothing like that does ever make sense in a land of magic.
Could be a Rube Goldberg machine that somehow gets reset, comes back up.
Perpetual motion machine.
Yeah. Does
go.
Luna have any healing left?
All right, I forgot you're all hurt up.
I'm feeling a little woozy.
Any words for our dear departed gnome?
Oh. Oh, Flickwell, you are really, really smart, and you are a really, really cool wizard.
Sorcerer.
Solid dwarf.
I think I forgot. I think I played him as a wizard until I realized partway through that he was a sorcerer. I was like, oh, okay.
Yeah, that's right.
Plus he knew the only one that knew Dwarvish, so that's kind of a hindrance.
Oh,
I was like, it was nice having you around. Now we won't be able to solve this mystery because we don't speak Dwarvish.
Is this time to head back, or is this, it's too late? You've gone too far. You pressed too deep into the mines.
Go get another translator.
We need another
Also, a
smart
long
guy to
rest
read
would be
this.
nice.
Yeah. I'm hurting. Don't have any more hit dice left.
Nice. A level 1 and a level 2 spell.
Oh.
One hit die.
Translator. Ryan, whatever character you make has to speak Dwarven.
Dwarven? Dwarf in the party.
The only person
Thought we
who
already
spoke
had a dwarf in the
Dwarvish. I'm a halfling.
Oh, okay. Close enough. Close enough.
I love the idea that we adventure together and we can never quite understand what each other is. Calling.
Everyone's just a little bit racist, and just like makes assumptions on what everyone is.
Right. Well,
Do you guys want to call it a night, seeing as Rye's character died?
This would probably be a good spot.
Yeah, sure. Sounds
Where are
good.
you seeing that? What you sent me in the book?
Do you have that?
I do. Yeah.
So there's a section, if you look in the index, it says like playable monsters or something like that, monstrous NPCs, I think. Let me pull up the PDF as well. It is, go to chapter 2, and it says character races, and go to page, go to Monstrous Adventures, which is on page 118, and the one I would like you to snag, you should see there.
Okay.
And then you can go ahead and add Dwarvish to your list of languages as well.
Okay.
You probably get an extra language for picking a class as anyway. I'm pretty sure most classes get to pick like an extra language, or I don't know, maybe that's just wizards and stuff. But this is a good chance to call it tonight. I hope everyone had fun, even though Flickwell didn't end up dying. A little unfortunate, but this gives him another opportunity to try another character. And another personality type. And new spells or abilities and stuff like that. So, and perhaps the party will proceed more carefully and with, greater anxiety. The stress levels have shot through the roof, I imagine, at this point.
Yeah. Oh man. Need people. Yeah, I don't know. Need people with more caution or more smarts or something.
Nah.
Everyone knew the risk coming to the Minds of Madness, and they've heard the legends, and everyone's starting to realize, the legends are probably true.
Oh,
You go
man.
mad.
All right. I will have something ready by the next session, but is it going to be next Tuesday, or what are you thinking, Wednesday, or what are you thinking for timing?
Probably Tuesday. Yesterday wasn't so good for me, but next Tuesday should work a lot better.
Yeah, I don't think I can DM next week because I've got some stuff I got to wrap up this week, and then I'm out for like a holiday weekend. But yeah, I can probably join one on Tuesday.
On Tuesday? Alright, we'll do it on Tuesday then. So everyone mark your calendars.
And my work schedule should be kind of slackening a little bit, so I should be able to put together some stuff for the next Tuesday for ours.
Okay, cool. Well,
Nice.
Everyone, thanks for playing.
Yeah.
Thank you for running the game.
Yep.
Yeah,
Thanks for
thanks.
squishing me.
You're welcome, I think.
Look, you had the best death scene though with that pop right at the end.
With the sound of a ripe zit popping.
Couldn't be more fitting.
Yep. That's okay. Flickle was kind of a dick anyway.
He's always the first to go in the movie, isn't he?
Alright, guys. I'll catch you guys next week.
All right. Catch
All right.
you later.
Good night.
Good night.
Alright.